Hey, this is your girl, msyelladiva. I am bringing you another episode of the Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 11, Episode 5, Kissing Cousins. Okay. If you are new here, welcome. Welcome. We do reviews here. This is the Diva Nation, okay? And if you're returning, welcome back. All right, now, give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. And we will begin with my thumb. Hey. All right. So, Marsau confronts Tisha about her being a big mouth and telling Latricia that some girls was in Ken's DMs, okay? So he asked her why she tell her that, okay? And so and Marsau said Ken said it was on the up and up. He wasn't being creepy. But he ain't tell Trisha that. He told Trisha that he was, he was responding, okay, and if she don't get with the program, he gonna leave because he got other women that's hounding him, okay. But he told Marsau it was on the up and up and it wasn't creepy. And he said, but it's not okay for you to tell her, okay. He said, if nothing else, we should not be carrying bones, okay? Because we tell people to stay out of our marriage, so we got to stay out of their marriage. What is being said that Marsau is not saying is that he has done a lot of fucked up shit because all the men in Huntsville cheap, and he done a lot of fucked up shit, and he don't want no retaliation because you brought something to their marriage, and so they gonna bring something to your marriage, okay, that you can't deny, okay. He don't want no retaliation. He don't want no smoke. Okay. So that is the reason why he telling you not to carry no bones to anywhere, because if you do, they have full authority to go in on y'all, and we don't know what they can bring up. Okay, we don't know what to get. You see, Martell brought the big girl on the interview with Ariane or whatever. Okay, and she told everybody that Maurice was getting in. Marsau was getting it in, so, and I'm quite sure it's plenty more like them. Okay, so that's why Marsau don't want you to say nothing. Okay, we shouldn't have to say that. Listen, Tisha, we shouldn't have to tell you this again. Okay. Tisha said Kid and Trisha need to get on one accord, and they need to figure out what's causing their issues. And Marsau giving her a look like, you causing the issues, you need to shut up. That's what you saying. All right. So Nell invites Destiny and Latricia over to her house. Destiny tells Nell she's a big sister, got 6 siblings. Destiny also tells Nell that Martell told her that Tisha said that they were in the DMs as well. Tisha told Latricia that Ken was in the DMs as well. So they showed this beautiful beam footage of Martell telling Destiny. Martell said Tisha knows her man and what he been doing, so why she isn't anybody else's business. Martell is saying the same thing. Listen, You want people to stay out of your marriage, you got to stay out of their marriage, okay? Because if not, they gonna pull out both guns and they gonna flat blast you, okay? Martell no, because Martell brought out both guns and they retaliate against him because Tisha said he gay, okay? Yeah, so so that's when they brought Big Girl on there to tell what Marsau and Maurice do. Okay, because Ariane said they like big bags. Okay, so okay. So anyway, Latricia show up. She said they talking about having kids now. Okay, they talking about having kids. And Nell and Destiny like, huh? Okay. They talking about, huh? Yeah, they talking about having kids. And so, she said, so Nell gonna say, y'all can't have no damn kids. You ain't even divorced. Let the church say amen on that. Okay. Let the church say amen on that. You ain't even divorced. How you gonna have some kids? Okay.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Okay. Are you delusional? Okay. How you gonna have some kids? She was like, I only had 2 kids. I wanted 4. Then I can start over.
Shut up, bitch.
Thank you. Shut up, bitch. Anyway. Oh, so Nell said, who brought it up? And he said, and Trisha said he brought it up. And so Nell said, maybe he wants a baby with you so he can tie you down. And Destiny was like, yeah, because they be trapping. I know that's right. They be trapping. Okay. So, so, so Destiny was like, so y'all talking about marriage, y'all getting married. And then Trish had a long pause. And then she said, yeah, we talking about, and everybody was like, oh, hell no. Anyway, Nell tells them about the Fletcher family dinner where Kiara was roasting Lance on how he was outside with Destiny for a long time and her food got cold or whatever. Okay. And so Latricia says she talks to Lance too. And Nell said, well, he having a birthday party and I'm inviting you guys, okay? So Nell and Lance and Kyla, go look for an event space, okay? Lance said he passed out from dehydration and face planted to the ground, so his face is all fucked up, okay? Nell said that's why you need to stay your ass at home and raise these motherfucking kids, okay? That's what you need to do. Stay your ass at home and raise these motherfucking kids. Lance says, tells Nell that Trisha commented on his picture with hearts, and like a lick emoji, that taste, that taste emoji. Yeah, so he was like, what's that implying? And so Kayla was like, maybe she want to taste you. They don't know. So he said, Ken is my friend, so I let him know. And he said, yeah, I'm gonna call you back or whatever. He said, but he left him on red or whatever. Whatever. So Lance's party. The Fletchers are first to arrive. They got a little big old thing that says with Lance. I think it was like Lance, Lucky, Lick, Litation. I don't know, some kind of shit. Okay. Colin, Chris Jr. arrived. The siblings and Martell arrives. Now the place is empty pretty much. Okay. There's no DJ. They ain't show them. They definitely didn't have no dealer for the table. And I ain't seen no hostess. I ain't seen no bartenders. I ain't seen nothing. It was just like just them. Just the cast. There wasn't nobody else there. But eventually it turned out a little nice because some more people came and whatever. I guess everybody was just early, basically. Yeah. So let me see. Destiny arrived. Destiny messy. She said, we had a conversation with me, Nell, and Latricia had a conversation. They kind of went sideways about some DMs. Nell said Trisha was in Lance's DMs and she liked his picture. And so the Scotts came and Latricia and Ken came, and then Lance and Kiara finally came. Kiara had a nice little bodysuit on. It was real cute. Had a little corset, and she looked real cute. Men gambling, the ladies dancing. Kiara tells Nell that Lance made her wear the outfit. It was still cute. It was cute on her. Okay. And so, but she said Lance is giving her a runaround on commitment. Well, obviously he don't want to commit to you, baby. You should move on. We're gonna leave that alone. Nell said I'm gonna have a talk with him. Lance tells Kiara and his mom that he work and he parent all week long, and so he can go to the club sometime. So Nell said, so why did you tell us that y'all are exclusive? You can't do that if you're exclusive. And Lance in the confessional's like, me and Kiara are not exclusive. Well, why don't you say that outside, okay? And outside the confessional, okay? You should tell Nell we not exclusive. So Lance was like, we need to talk here. And then Nell was like, yeah, I was told that you was entertaining other men, Kiara. And so Kiara was like, yeah, because you entertain other women, Lance. So they not exclusive. Okay. But Nell get real pissed off, and she was just like, I don't want another fucking female in my house, okay? And don't bring them around my grandbabies either, okay? So she get real pissed off, okay? And I don't blame her. All right, so Latisha apologized to Ken about telling him that Latricia was in the DMs. Latricia said, we both have hella people in our DMs, but I wouldn't respond it. Marsau said, y'all putting thirst trap pictures on the web. So of course you gonna have hella DM pictures, hella DM people in your I'm about to say in your confessional, in your DMs. You gonna have hella people in your DMs because you putting thirst trap pictures on there. If you put some pictures with some clothes on, you won't have as many. But y'all like the attention. So it is what it is. Ken said, I only respond usually about podcasts, fitness, workout tips, or whatever.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You told Trisha that it was some girls, okay? You told Trisha. And you said you ain't seen no problem with it. Now you talking about workout stuff, podcast stuff, fitness and stuff like that. You should have said that to Trisha. You admitted to what you've been doing, and you don't see no problem with it. So you should have admitted it with Marsau and Maurice and them. You should have admitted it to them too, since you don't see no problem with it. Obviously, you see problem with it because you done cleaned up who is DMing you. Okay, I see you, Ken. I see you. Okay, you obviously got a problem with it. Then at the gambling table, Lance said the lady in the group, Trisha, put some heart emojis and a tasty whatever symbol or whatever. And Ken said it was kind of weird. Trisha doesn't think a lot. That's rude. That is absolutely rude. Okay. What's going on with my Wi-Fi again? Okay. Yeah, that's rude. Nell asked Trish, you was in Lance's DMs, and Trish said, no, I was just commenting on her photo. And she was like, well, what about the licky emoji? And Tisha and Destiny was like, licky emoji. They lost their mind. Whatever, And then Trisha said, I got fat fingers, I just, it just hit it because it's like right under it or whatever. I got fat fingers. Destiny in the confessional was like, ain't nothing on Trisha's body fat except for her ass, okay? Except for her ass. You are so correct, okay? You are so correct. And then Kim was like, that's her cousin. Why would she put a lick emoji? And so the beautiful bean footage said when Martell and her was talking in the workout thing, and she said that Chris was her cousin, her mama's cousin or whatever. Chris is her cousin. Lance ain't. Lance is Nell's kid. They only cousins by marriage, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, Lance ain't Chris's son. They ain't related. They may be related, but they ain't, not necessarily. Tisha, like, after the fourth cousin, it don't matter. Yeah, that's right. In Bessemer, Alabama, that is right. But after the fourth cousin, you don't even care. So that's why y'all always marrying cousins. Ain't that right, Tisha? Ain't that right? In Bessemer, Alabama, y'all marrying cousins now. Past the fourth cousin, it don't matter, huh? Okay. Okay. So, but then Tisha was like, on a serious note, how do we show up for the people in this group? I heard about Chris losing, his real estate license and stuff like that. And so Nell was like, well, Tisha, I ain't expected you to contact me. She was like, because we got a fucked up relationship. And so Tisha was like, damn, it's not fucked up. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You don't think so because you playing up for the cameras. But yeah, it's fucked up. Nell thinks so. And so she said, well, I really haven't bonded with anybody in the group because, y'all ain't let me. Shit. Every time I tried to bond with somebody, y'all acted a goddamn fool. So I ain't bothered with nobody in the group. So I'm just here suffering in silence, basically. Okay. Y'all all got somebody to lean on. I ain't got nobody to lean on. I'm suffering in silence, okay? That's what Nell should have said. But Nell said, I was served with the papers because I signed for that shit. Okay, whatever that shit is, real estate, broker license or whatever, she got served. She said, I'm taking care of my 2 grandbabies. I'm taking care of my dad. My 2 sons is fucked up and stupid and rebellious. And Nell starts to cry. Okay, Nell starts to cry. She couldn't hold it back no more. She started to cry. She go to the bathroom. She's like, I can't control it. My mama never let me cry, and now I can't control it. And everybody was she said, they just say, let it out. You got to let it out. And she said, I need my family right now. And Kimmy said, we here, girl. Y'all not here. No, Kayla is there. Okay, Kayla is the one that's helping her. Okay, her son's still stupid. Okay, so they not helping her. Kayla is the one helping her. Okay, so that's what it is. You know, I feel sorry for you, Nell. I told you to call me, girl. Call me. I'm an empty nester now too. Call me, girl. I'll take care of your daddy and your grandbabies. Okay. All right, just call me. I help you out, girl. Okay, I help you out. Anyway, that was the end of the episode. Okay, so give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, y'all.